the standard uniform. This is the helmet. Pretty standard. And
is this
combat.
the official uniform?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was recreated. I forget what company did it, but they did like the entire uniform, top to bottom.
Wow.
Except for the boots. The boots are mine.
The boots are yours. Okay.
Boots are mine. Yeah.
And what's that wrapped around your legs at the bottom?
They're puttees.
Puttees. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're puttees. They're just. I'll take one off actually. All it is just a very long.
What is that?
Puttee.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
puttee.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a long strip of fabric that you'd start down around here and wrap it around your leg, about up to the knee, and then use the string to tie it off tight. And all this burlap is webbing. There's backpack, small pack. These are for carrying bullet rounds, bayonet, entrenching tool. You'd put like different heads on this, and of course canteen.
Canteen.
Yeah. And yeah, it's.
Do you have anything in your backpack? Right now, or did you?
Yes, I do actually. I have taking this off is a bit of a.
Oh no, it's okay. You don't have to.
Oh, I'm gonna take it off.
Okay.
Gotta take it off sometimes. Plus, it'll be a big relief to get off because it is quite heavy.
Yeah. Now it's either in there or put it in Maria's.
Here, let me help you.
Fit?
Let me help
I
you.
did it bad.
Yeah. Doing this all week, dressing ya. And I'm dressing ya. Take that tin thing if you want it.
Yep.
Aaron is going to take stuff out of his kit bag, which he's been carrying around. It's quite heavy, I must say.
Yeah, it's if I had to guess, I'd say all together with like full bottle, bayonet, backpack with stuff. I'd say 15-20 pounds probably. And here's my mess tin. This one has a little handle for smaller things. Little ring with basics, and this one for soup or whatever you wanted to. Yeah, pretty much toss whatever food you wanted into either, and then just chow down. And our cup, which never got clean ever. Yeah, but
And what
it
would you
works.
drink? Did they give you tea or?
Yeah, we have tea, coffee. We usually have boiling hot water going in the mess tent, and after hours we'd get like rum and wine and stuff
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Oh yeah, yeah. We were taken care of. And this is actually you can hold the mess tin on the outside with this hanging through these loops like that, and if you did that, you'd keep the mess tin inside of this little baggie. But I just kept it in the backpack because there was nothing else really in it at the time. This is the belt. So you'd have these on your back facing up, and buckle on the front. Yeah, it's just pretty simple. Just put it in and around, stuff like that. And yeah, that was, and oh yes, in this bag, all that's in there is a small tarp for when you're like, if you're actually like spending long periods of time in the trenches and you want to have like a place to sit down. You just crack this open, take out the tarp, lay it out, so then you'd have a dry place to sit. And this button's undone.
That's a lot of gear. What's in the? That's your canteen, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's just water. Yeah.
Lots of gear. And you had all that on your back?
Oh, yes.
It's about 15 pounds?
Yeah, I'd say 15-20 pounds.
And that's exactly what they would have had, the same?
They would have had more.
More?
Oh, they would have had a
okay.
lot more. We had it like considerably easier than they did. Because of course, like you wouldn't want to have some of the people here like a lot of like a couple smaller, weaker people,
Right.
like not being able to handle too much weight. So they cut down the weight limit because the actual regiment, they would carry everything. They had I forget what they were called, something torpedoes. They would be 20 feet long, and they'd be full of gunpowder, and they would slide them through the I think it's Bangalore torpedo. I think they would slide them through the German barbed wire, so they would actually blow a hole because it would be like hundreds of feet of just row after row after row of barbed wire before you actually made it to the German trenches. The battle the Germans were completely prepared. They knew the attack was coming way in advance. They were ready for it, and the Newfoundlanders only knew about it like maybe not even 5 minutes before the attack happened when they got the orders to march out. So they were extremely unprepared, but they carried a lot. They had paint cans and brushes because they were so sure that they were going to take the encampment that they would carry the paint and brushes to like mark off the German buildings and equipment and whatever to say that it's been claimed. They would be carrying a lot of weight. The historian told us that that might have actually been one of the reasons why they walked and didn't run, was because they couldn't run. They were carrying way too much to even be able to think about running. Yeah.
Show me those.
Oh
dog
yes,
tags that you got
yes,
on
I
there.
love this. It was in our little package that we got starting off. My hands are very grubby. I just came out of the trenches. This one is the William Newbury, Mackinson's, which is where this is taking place. Newfoundland, May 27th to 31st, 2015. And the one that they have attached there at the end is William Newbury, Newfoundland Regiment. Number 1896, Beaumont Hamel, July 1st, 1916. Yeah. They had, they gave each of us dog tags for our descendants. Yeah. Some people were going around with, I think the most one person had was 4. He had three uncles who were in the war, and he had three attached dog tags for each of his uncles.
Awesome.
These lapels right here. There's also one on the soft cap. These are very, very, very close to the original lapels that the soldiers would wear. Hearing about it and like stuff like that, it's hard enough as is. But actually coming down and what's the word I'm looking for? Taking part in what's going on. It's a completely different experience. You get so much overcome with so many emotions, and some of them very good, like
Good job, guys.
some of them very bad.
Yeah, like what can you explain?
Yesterday afternoon we were just hanging out. We had a couple hour long break, so we had a couple soccer balls and we played football because it was called football at that point.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We were out for about half an hour just kicking around a soccer ball, having a laugh. And then like other times today especially, because today was when we did the actual shooting for the Battle of the Somme. Just some of the scenes where there would be death and stuff like that. And actually a very powerful moment was when they gave us this. They only gave us this yesterday morning on our second last day. And as soon as I saw it, I knew right away that it was the same thing that caused William Newbury to have so many issues getting back home and being safe. But he made it out alive, thankfully. I'm pretty sure he had to wait until dark and got picked up, something like
So
that.
the reflection of deep.
Yeah, it would
and
be.
he couldn't get off his back, obviously, 'cause
No,
it was,
no. Yeah.
And he was wounded. Do you know much about that?
Yes. Yeah. Both of his kneecaps were shot through. I don't know by what specifically, but yeah, he was face down in the mud. One of the only reasons that he lived was because his wounds actually got caked up with the mud. And he eventually made it back. I forget if he managed to crawl back later on, or if somebody found him the next day, or what exactly happened. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. He was a ladder bearer. He was a ladder runner. He was one of the guys that would take the ladder from one trench and run and stick it across the German trenches so they could continue on. And yeah, he didn't make it too far.
Did you think about him when you were? Did you think about him at any times when you were
Oh,
here?
absolutely.
Certainly?
They actually had a ladder there, and that was one of the other moments. They had a ladder there, and they held it up. It was like, who wants to carry a ladder over the hill? And I raised my hand just because, yeah, that's the exact same thing that William Newbury did.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's quite the experience, and I guess you made a lot of friends as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm flying back with a couple of them. Well, no, one of them is flying back with me. Peter, I don't know if he's around right now. I think he's also spending time with his family.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Yeah, he's met him on the flight. Like as soon as we got off the plane, there was a guy with a piece of paper there that just said Newfoundland Armageddon. I had to laugh at it because I figured that every other person that walked past thought that he was crazy. It's like one of those crazy people who's like, Armageddon is now. So I thought it was funny. Yeah, I walked into the barracks after getting off the flight, and as soon as I got my sign up done, before they even gave me my uniform, my sergeant, who is the guy who came up to us once or twice, Sergeant Lees. He just had to laugh at my hair, and because I was in his section, and he said, "No, we're gonna fix this right now." So we just got a pair of like craft shears, and cut it all off. Left a little bit at the top. You get to learn people pretty well when you're spending all your time training with them and joking around. That was one of the things that the historian said was that when they were actually in the battle, when they were actually down in the trenches, they weren't thinking of like fighting for king and country. They weren't thinking of fighting for anything like that. Like when they were fighting, they were essentially fighting for the man to the left and right of them, and that was their goal. They wanted to keep those people there. They wanted to protect them, and yeah, that's how they went in, and that's how they went down. Like first day, as soon as we got in, the sergeants had us out doing marching duty because to kind of like recreate what the actual regiment went through. Because for 2 years the regiment knew each other. They were together for 2 years before they marched out, just like doing drill and training and all that stuff. And yeah, and that's what we started out with. We started out first day and a half. We were just nothing but marching up and down, doing different drill, all that. We did fake grenade training. Like they told us how the mechanisms in the grenades work and how the soldiers would have to individually cap each and every one of the grenades after they got them. So that was also a bit of work. There were the guns, and
did you actually fire guns?
Oh, we fired some blanks.
Yeah.
We got to fire some blanks, but we didn't shoot any actual bullets.
Right. I say after this experience, you have a whole new appreciation
Yes, absolutely.
for that history, as well as I guess your great grandfather.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Put me in his shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Not literally, but I guess
as close as anybody's gonna get. Yeah.
Yeah, without actually taking place, and that would. Nope.
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you. I think we're gonna go have bangers and mash now. Is that
Yes,
right?
I think it's actually bangers and beans.
Bangers and beans.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds very good.
Yeah, so we're continuing on with the diet I've been living off of for the past 5 days of meat and some form of vegetable with bread.
What's the first thing you're gonna eat when you go back home?
A veggie omelet.
Veggie omelet? Okay.
Veggie omelet and a glass of juice
Oh,
and
yeah.
a shower.
A shower, yeah.
Not gonna eat, gonna have a
for
shower.
shower.
And a soft bed will also be nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, well.
Like things that you don't really appreciate in daily life. That as soon as they're taken away from you for a couple days, you go, oh God, what's happening? What is this? I want all of these things back in my life.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be nice.
An
Yeah.
unforgettable experience.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll definitely remember this. I'm going to remember all the people here, the sergeants, the captains, even some of the film crew. They were great people.
Yeah.
I'm a sergeant, or portraying a sergeant. I eat last, and I make sure that all the troops are fed and look after their well-being. So we've just traditionally taken on that role of feeding them, and because they're such young kids, they need to be told what to do. So not only do I feed them, but I show them where the garbage can is. When they come up to me without any water or anything like that, I give them the solution. Well, maybe you should go fill it up. Well, yeah, they just need direction, and they're very willing to do whatever it is to help out. So, yeah.
So you're from Brockville, Ontario?
I currently live in Brockville, Ontario. Yes. Yeah.
And this is a great experience for you?
This is a great experience. I did this once before in 2006 with the same film production company, where we had a larger camp set up, and there was about 150 of us, and it was a great experience. I wasn't where I am now. I was on their side of the fence doing the experience part, but because of my past military experience, because they've worked with me before, and we also have this company called 46 Productions that supplies all the uniforms. They brought us on board, A, for the experience part, and B, to help with any issues with costuming and fitting the guys out in the uniforms. Yeah.
So do you have a descendant then from this particular war?
From the First World War, I do have descendants from the First World War. My great-grandfather Ambrose served in the First World War as a cook, and his brother Tom served in the 46th Battalion, the South Saskatchewan Regiment, and was wounded in the Battle of Passchendaele. Justin's great-grandfather was the commanding officer of the 46th Battalion. So that's kind of a weird thing. The guys talking about here in the line, where one guy that was a regimental number of, I think, what was that, 17 or 19 and 21? 19 and 21, and they stood in line together, and it seems kind of funny that my descendant was being ordered over the top by his descendant.
Wow.
So that's our connections.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So lots of camaraderie, I guess.
Lots of camaraderie. It's funny. Last time when we did this experience, we had 2 weeks with everybody, and we decided to be disciplinarians first, because you had to get the fear of God into them, and just be a prick to them, because just to get them to do what you want to do. Because it's just like herding cats or teaching little league soccer. You just need them to get what you want them to do, and usually you do it through fear. But we get these guys off the thing, and we saw them in the armories and how they were getting along together, and they're just fun and jocular, and that whole facade just went away.
Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
I couldn't do it.
No. Because we're outsiders coming in. We're outsiders coming in, and we see these guys all show up, and they're like, oh, who's your ancestor? Who's this? Who's that? Who's your mother? And then they find out that they're all related. So, yeah, so we just couldn't. They came already with the bond, and they had already melded in that way with the common ancestry, and even just the family sense that you get here in the province of Newfoundland, or sure, I'll say the nation of Newfoundland,
thank you.
that we didn't need to instill any of that, and do any of that team building at the first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I think I'm going to get out of here because I'm getting a little afraid that this is...
Okay. All right.
Talk to you Tuesday.
Yeah, talk to you Tuesday. See ya.
Thank you so much, and if you just want to say your names, because people,
My name's Richard Lees.
Richard Lee,
Yes.
My name is Justin Walsh.
Justin Welch. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
My name is Jeff Pittman from Marystown.
I think I met your... Did I meet meet your mom?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Maybe.
My mom, my sister, and my niece are here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I
Her
did
cousins,
up on
yeah.
the hill up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you speak with them?
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think they were enjoying watching the filming. They really took something out of it. My
Great.
brother-in-law was here too.
Excellent.
He's a teacher, so it's cool.
So, and for yourself, what was this experience like for you?
Like nothing else I've ever done. Yeah.
Wow.
We great new pals and,
Yeah.
just an overall great experience. Something I don't think I could have learned from any history book or got the perspective of.
Yeah.
And just the whole filming thing too, because I've always been interested in that. I did some theater before, but never film.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, really felt like we were in the filming industry this morning when we were rushing through the trench. It was amazing.
Wow. I
Yeah.
heard you had to get up at 4:30 or something this morning.
Yeah, kind of routinely at that time, except for one day we shot until 4 or 5 o'clock. And
Yeah.
we got up at noon, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Something
think it was about 11 o'clock noon that we actually got out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, that's what myself and Newbury were just chatting about, was like how much of a blur some of this is now.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was what days, and
Yeah.
we just kind of just kept doing
Yeah.
what we were doing for 5 days. It's amazing actually to think that it's now over. It flew by in retrospect, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you'd like it to kind of continue a little bit longer, maybe?
Yes, I'd love to stay involved. Do you want me to do anything else with the film? I'll do it.
Oh, geez, yes.
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Awesome. It's going to be weird to get back into your cities, I guess.
Yeah.
Real life? What?
Where's that
Taxes.
backpack?
Yeah, right. I actually wore my Governor of Newfoundland jacket to the whole thing where we changed, and so it'll be like I'm suiting back up in my public service uniform. So
Right.
back from being an actor.
Yeah. Oh, my.
It'll be good.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Right.
And then on to be a big star in this film.
Yeah, he and I. Well, I'm doing some of the extra stuff as well, so
Yeah.
looking forward to that. We'll be here till 6 o'clock or so.
Wow.
Should be a great
I guess
opportunity.
there'll probably be a screening sometime in St. John's. Maybe.
That's what we're hoping. We'd really all love to get together, I think,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
we're going to get a
The
Facebook
reunion,
group on the
yeah.
go and just have a little reunion because we're all good pals. We had a wicked week. We
wonderful.
really
It
did.
was an excellent time.
Never a hard word. It was all just
No.
good fun, right? Yeah,
And
good
jokes.
bunch. Our
And
sergeants and our captain. If anybody sees this, they were absolutely amazing. And Janet and the crew from Gala Film and from Morag, A+. Such a great time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Was that the guy serving me the beans in there? Was he?
Yeah, Sergeant Lee's.
I just had a
Yeah.
little chat with him actually.
Yeah, he says he's a soldier, but I think he might really be a comedian.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. It's nearly impossible to actually like crouch down with the bag and navigate through the whole L at the same time.
Right.
Makes it a lot easier.
A Root Cellar production.